Hello, welcome to your pick and mix tight hip class. We're going to try to work on those hips so that you don't feel like they're so tight. And we're going to start on our hands and knees, please. So you want hands under shoulders, knees under hips. And we're going to take some big circles with our left leg here. So think about your thigh bone in your hip socket and try to get the biggest circle that you can going in this left hip. Nice. Let's go back the other way. You can go as slowly or as quickly as it feels right for you. I tend to favor slower, more defined movements for this type of work. Good. And then we're going to pause. We're going to take this left leg into the front, walk your right leg back a bit, and we're going to sink into a pigeon. So if you're feeling really tight, you can just stay here with the left hip on top of the heel. Maybe you can walk your left foot a little further so you've got an angle and you've now got your knee on the outside of this hip. And then you're going to come down to your forearms once you start to feel a stretch. Now, if you collapse over onto your hip, you're not going to feel a stretch, so make it work for you. You can also pad up with cushions, blocks, whatever you've got around the house underneath this left hip to help you. And then we're just going to take a few moments here to focus on our breathing and invite particularly the left hip at the moment to start to open. So deep inhale, allow your belly to rise. Exhale, belly flattens. Deep breath in, exhale. Let's climb onto the hands and just rock onto your left hip. And let's pull the right leg in so that you create a 90-degree angle at this right hip and the right knee. And then you're going to do the same on the left side. Now I'm just going to turn around so you can see me from the front. So I've got quite a big gap between my front heel and my back knee. Now you're just going to round through your back, allow yourself to collapse backwards, and then press forward and push this hip forward so it lifts up off the floor. Then set it back onto the floor, round through a little, and then come forwards. Yeah. Excellent. Good. Now the next time you come into this forward place, we're going to swing our right leg all the way around to the front and take your left leg and place the foot on top of the thigh. Now again, it might be comfy for you to sit on a blanket here if your hips feel very tight and you feel like you're all rounded through in your spine and this feels absolutely horrible. You can also sit up on a block. Hold on the front of the shin, draw the chest forwards. Just take some nice deep breaths here. Deep breath in. As you exhale, let's take a hold of this left leg now, please. Perhaps you want to catch with the forearms underneath, and we're going to do a little movement side to side. You can also hold the foot and behind the thigh. Or, if your hips are wanting to cooperate, you can really hug your baby. So whatever you want to do, and it's a little movement side to side, as again we're inviting particularly external hip stretching to switch on in the right hip. A deep breath in as you exhale. Let's place the leg back on top of the thigh, and now you're going to sit back onto the hands and bend up the bottom leg. Now push the chest forwards, and it's a gentle movement side to side. Good. Again, focusing on the breathing, relax the skin on your face. release. And we're going to come back onto our hands and knees, please. Back to our starting position. So, hands under shoulders, knees under hips. This time it's your right leg. Make big circles. And then reverse. So be interested in which part of the circle feels stickiest in your hip. So let's pause and take this right leg now in the front, walk your left leg back and sit back onto your heel. So we're setting up for pigeon on the second side now. If this feels like there's stretching going on, particularly on the front of the top of the left hip, stay here. Otherwise, you can roll temporarily onto your right hip, move your right heel away from the hip a little bit, and then come back and arrange your right knee to the outside of your right hip, and then just settle down again. If you packed up onto this hip last time, do that again here. And start to take some nice deep breaths. So side to side, filling the torso from waist to waist. And then all the way up and down your spine. If you're holding tension in your upper body here, give it a chance to release. I like to sort of shift the weight back a bit, that helps the shoulders to relax and let go. Deep breath in. As you exhale, let's come onto the hands. We've got that 90-90 sit again. So just roll onto the right hip a little, and then 90-degree the angle of the front leg, and draw your left leg. Again, you want a 90-degree angle at this back leg, and then you're going to sit back onto your hip and then press it forward. So you keep going with that, and I'll turn around so I can see you. Just arrange my back foot so it's in a better position. Yeah, so you come back onto both sits bones if possible, and then that back sits bone rotates in its socket and comes forward. So be ginger about this, but it's good to maintain this range of motion. And then take a pause, and we're going to swing our left leg around, and we've got our right foot now across the left thigh. Hold on the shin, draw the chest forward. Now you might want to scoop flesh out from under your sits bones. Again, if you just round your back forward, you're going to switch off the stretching that we're going for in the hips. So it might be that you're just working on sitting really tall here. Yeah, really good. Just pick whatever's right. Deep breath in. As you exhale, bring yourself up. Scoop your arms under and start to cradle your baby. This one, you could do that one again. If you want to do this one, you want to flex foot in the crook of the elbow. Fabulous. And then place the foot back onto the thigh. Come back onto the hands, bend the bottom leg up. Now use the hands to press the chest forwards. And we've got that little rotation side to side. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, let's come to sit cross-legged. Sit up as tall as you can. Hinge forward, hands to the lap, or forearms down to the mat in front of you. Deep breath in. Exhale to come up. Switch the cross. Inhale, length to the spine. Exhale, fold forwards. Deep breath in. As you exhale, bring yourself up. Be well. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me.